welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will put total leather and we'll get started. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Commodores offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll keep it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Wilkins. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out. He's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Rush is on him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag. It's just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down, he'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be. That play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Hauls it in to first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was payment.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot.
Breaks into the open. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him.
Well, I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run. I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Tight end finds a soft spot. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Fires to the big fella. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that, A, it's zone, but...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Noles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the tailback. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He's got it on the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing fourth down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Gibson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way...
Touchdown, no!
jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Offense in the hurry-up. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Lots of room to run. The 20. Pass to touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the ground with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fighting off the defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Looking for a man, it's Wilkins. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense might bring the house here. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Commodores trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Pushes ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That's caught. It's Booker. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Booker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Scanning the field. It's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. It's Booker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Complete out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they were really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. There he goes. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 6 over Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. blown back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Powers through the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got it looking for a first. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Leaves an open space downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Commodores have this offense rolling.
Let's go.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hess. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. The Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Commodores didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Powers forward. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Great job by the defense that time, bowling up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Good, right down the boulevard. Had to settle for the field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Sparrow trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knowles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run it from the gun. 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. To the air on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes a man miss. Knocked down for the tackle.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hess. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. Sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On the move, he fires. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air, it's Hodges. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
White 53. White 53.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a deep.
Touchdown Doors! A great catch and run for 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Vanderbilt, 13.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back has it. He'll take it himself. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Got him downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Hodges. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're looking for an advantage to the right. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Quarterback got it himself. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
It'll be third and long. A strike downfield. He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Seminoles. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 27 over Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The lone back's got it. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Here we go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's free in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Tolzien. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Lowers those pads. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Running into the open space. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
The Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll test the right side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This was a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.